We're live.
We're live.
Hello, everybody. We just changed places so Ray wouldn't look so good or I wouldn't look so bad, or whatever way it would be, because we don't have banners for both. We're both here at the ADP Innovation Lab in the middle of New York.
We are in the Flatiron.
Yeah. In the midst of the ADP Innovation Lab, we don't have any microphones installed, but this goes out to YouTube anyway.
We're public, I think.
And we were here for the ADP Innovation Analyst Day today.
Yes.
Yeah. And was interesting as always. Right? We saw a new world record.
We did.
Don Weinstein, the head of product management, who got a lot of grief last year for not giving numbers, had his numbers out in 2 seconds. So anybody listening out there, numbers in 2 seconds is the benchmark to be. But to the serious stuff, I think ADP is doing, like we said before, lots of very interesting things in general. But I think the biggest impact for customers is going to be that 80% of ADP products have been revamped with a new UI, which was developed in this very new lab, and it's coming out this fall to our customers.
Yeah, and I think what people are going to realize is that that UI is unlike any other ADP UI you've ever seen. It is responsive. It is something that customers can use as an internal web CMS for onboarding. They can use it for events, notifications, and it's actually pretty handy.
It's no longer gray.
Yeah, it's no longer gray. No gray and no ADP red.
What happened to ADP? It's not gray, it's not red. It looks good, right?
It's colorful.
Yeah. And on the same time, right, the product which we analysts used to give free customers saying, oh, the demo was over at the moment they showed us the product, right? Vantage account management is going to be a revamp. So all of Vantage, except for the recruiter, he's the only person out for whatever reason, we'll see why. All of the Vantage talent management suite is going to be in that new same identical UI. So major step.
And it's the same UI for all the products across the board.
Yeah,
which is impressive.
Right, which for many vendors having multiple products like ADP who've been successful for a long time is a major step, major achievement. So kudos to the guys in this lab here to bring that and then to build out. So there's not so much innovation this year than the other years, I think, because it's a good sign for customers when the innovation is going to be rolled out in products.
Yeah. A lot of infrastructure rebuild. So the other big piece was what? Data analytics?
Data analytics, or the ADP data cloud. So I think it's very interesting because ADP sits on so much data in general, right? The ADP labor forecast beats the government forecast on a regular basis.
PLS, 25 million records.
Yeah. Huge data, right? What did you say, 3 petabyte?
They're close to 3 petabytes.
Close to 3 petabyte. How many cat pictures was it? I forgot the number. They made a funny comparison how many cats pictures or cute pictures that would be, whatever. So that's really the interesting thing for ADP customers, that what is coming in fall and spring of next year allows you not only to look at your existing ADP data and make more sense out of it in an analytical way of fashion. It's true analytics. You can ask questions, see how things are going, but also from a benchmarking perspective, we, for instance, can see flight risk questions, salary questions, similar things, all sourced across your own data and other data of the ADP customers in, at least for the start, I would say US, North America, something around that. They will clarify that later.
And they didn't publicly say this, but they could probably do trade-off analytics. They could do some other interesting things around workforce analytics that they haven't even thought of. So,
right. Yeah.
So, but it's real analytics. It's not reporting. So
yeah, but they haven't forgotten about reporting, which is nice and cute to see either, because when you speak to practitioners, they always say reporting doesn't work. You have to improve reporting. So a new report writer is coming this fall, spring, between pilot and general availability too. And most importantly, you can bring third-party data, because much of HCM reporting is always in the typical stovepipe, but you want to do more than that. And bringing third-party data really makes sense out of the HCM data and what's really happening in the enterprise, as HR is only supporting the enterprise. It's really interesting.
Right, and they got the ability to support tags and the timeline curves, which is very interesting.
Exactly.
So, which allows you to do a lot of the trending forecasts and to hopefully get to more predictive capabilities.
Right.
So, yeah.
So we've been saying it since 2 years, right? It's not your father's ADP anymore.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the other thing was the customer panel was very interesting. I think we saw EMC was there, I believe, Kimball International, and UBS.
Yep.
Yeah, and they were both in the midst of some transformations. The UBS folks were in the middle of a big Oracle HCM transformation, where they're basically gone into a COS model, and basically what they're trying to do is just get as a service for payroll. So which is pretty impressive.
And services in general, right? So interesting combination. Maybe one last thing is the marketplace.
Oh, yes.
I was really surprised, right? Everybody has a marketplace by now. ADP was early last year, but now I believe it's about 260 partners, lots of more online. So, and interesting partners which are complementary, even competitive in some areas. So to ADP, I think that makes sense. And we heard it from the CEO, from Carlos Rodriguez this morning. It's if you're not good enough, you use something, if you're not up to snuff, I believe he even said, then the customer has to win and we'll take a partner solution. So that's new thinking in general for any software CEO.
Yeah, one of the beautiful things about what ADP has is they've got 25 million users or more, maybe even 35 million profiles, and everybody wants to get into that partner ecosystem. So I think you're going to see a lot of interesting innovations that are going to come out over time from them. But more importantly, I think the big thing that we've seen the shift over the last 3 to 5 years is that they've transformed their sales force. And their sales team members are a lot more consultative. They now carry the entire product set in their bag, which actually helps them in terms of be a little bit more solution-oriented for their customers.
Good point. And that helps customers. I think that's it.
Yeah, I don't know. My head's still spinning, and we've had too much sugar, I believe.
Too much. Well, they have too many good sweets and treats here, right? We found an amazing yogurt from Australia. Who knew? Well, that's
and coconut chips.
And coconut chips, very important. Well, that's it. Thank you so much, everybody. It's Holger Müller and
Wang.
See you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.